Welcome to Hong Kong. I'm back in one of my favorite cities here in Asia. Look at the view I've got. That's Victoria Harbour here. If you want a hotel with a view like this, I'm going to show you this later on in the video, but I'm going to show you two hotels actually. This one plus a hotel by the airport if you need to be by the airport, which is a great option as well. And I also want to show you some things you can do and see here in Hong Kong, including riding one of those boats over there. You don't want to miss that, so let's go. I've arrived at Hong Kong, but I've missed my bus service. It leaves at 11:15 p.m. The flight was late, so I've missed it. So I've got to catch a taxi to the hotel.
This is the schedule of their free bus shuttle service. Hopefully you won't arrive too late like I did. After the flight, I was completely wiped out and just wanted to crash at the hotel. Thankfully, the taxi rank was easy to find. The taxi actually reminded me of the Johnny cab from Total Recall, except this one had a real driver behind the wheel. The ride itself was quick, just a 10-minute trip.
Welcome to 4 Points by Sheraton, Hong Kong.
Looking at the map of Hong Kong, you can see the hotel is just south of the airport and west is downtown Hong Kong.
I'm staying in this hotel for 2 nights. So today I've got the full day, so I'm going to have a look around the area. Obviously, if you're staying in this hotel, you're probably just going to stay 1 night or so to catch your next flight. But if you are staying a little bit longer, I'll show you what you can see around in this area. I've had to put on this jacket. It is only 11 degrees outside at the moment. It is 8 o'clock in the morning though. It is going to get up to 19 degrees, but at the moment I'm going to put this on. It's the first time I had to wear this for 2 years, would you believe? And actually next door to the 4 Points is the actual Sheraton brand as well, so 2 hotels in one. Things to do within walking distance. There are a few retail stores just in front of the hotel or across the road from the hotel. There are like 7-Eleven and some cafes to eat at. But by and far, you know, there's lots of condos around here.
One of the nearby must-see spots is the famous Big Buddha.
I can catch this bus behind me. It'll take me to the station and it's free. So let's go check out this Buddha.
So I hopped on the hotel's free shuttle bus and made my way to the cable car station.
That's where the bus stops there, and obviously that's where I have to pick it up on the way back. There's the station over there, and I can see there's shops around here so you can do some shopping. But I'm off to find those cable cars, but maybe I need to get a coffee first.
I found this little cafe nearby and decided to stop in. Oh, and a heads up, watch out for Skynet, because the robots are officially taking over. Yep, that table was served by a robot waiter.
We've got these robots that take the trays around. Looks really cool, high tech. Brings your trays of food to you.
This is how the Terminator started out, innocently like this. With my caffeine hits sorted, it was time to hit the cable cars.
So this starts from 9:30 in the morning. I'm a bit early. There's a man selling tickets down there, but I'm not sure going to the ticket booth is going to be a better option. It's a clear one and then the normal cable car. So I'm going to go one way clear and one way back on the normal cable car, see how it looks.
Here's a look at the prices during my visit.
So here we go, you can see quite a lot of people here. It's before 10 o'clock, so it's a popular thing to do in this area.
And if you're feeling a bit brave, you can opt for the glass bottom cabin.
Here we go.
And let me tell you, walking out onto that clear glass floor is definitely one of those why did I do this moments.
Here we go, the floor is glass, so you can see where you're going to fall down. If you got vertigo, do not do this ride. Look at the views from behind. It is a bit scary up here, but look at those views. And the ocean below. Oh my god. Okay, we're going up the higher part now, up to the hills.
But once you're moving, the epic views kind of help you forget about the whole dangling above the ground part. And while I was riding, I couldn't help but picture Jackie Chan making a movie scene here, jumping across cable cars. As the cable car glides higher, the cityscape stretches behind you, the shimmering waters sprawl below, and ahead, the lush mountains rise, home to the majestic Big Buddha.
So I survived the cable car, now it's off to see the Big Buddha. Maybe I can rub his belly and I can win first division in Lotto. Like with all these rides, it always ends up in a souvenir shop that get to purchase some stuff. But I'm heading over to the Big Buddha. So the Big Buddha is over here, and we've got like a little village over here. Cool here, like an old traditional village. You can get some coffee and food and the souvenir shops. Looks really good.
Although it's definitely got that touristy feel, it still makes for a nice stroll along its street.
The food looks good here, but I want to see the big Buddha first, then we'll come back and have something for lunch here.
Past the village, you'll spot the big Buddha.
First thing that pops in our mind when I see that big Buddha there is that show Monkey from the 1970s with Tripitaka and Pigsy and Sandy.
To reach the Buddha, you'll need to conquer 260 stone steps, and there's no elevator. It symbolizes the path to enlightenment, but trust me, the climb is worth it.
So mate, it was a bit of a walk, but there's the Buddha there.
Standing at a towering 34 meters tall, this is one of the largest outdoor seated Buddha statues in the world. It took a whopping 12 years to complete, and it even made a Hollywood cameo in Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life.
Not only do you get the big Buddha up there, but you get some spectacular scenery that you can see behind me.
On a clear day, you can even see all the way to Macau. Just off to the side, there's a beautiful monastery as well that you can explore, offering a more peaceful and spiritual experience. But with my stomach starting to rumble, I decided to head back to the village for some lunch. There's plenty of places to choose from, serving everything from local bites to more familiar options. Oh, and if you're craving a caffeine fix, yep, there's even a Starbucks here, because nothing says ancient village vibes like a iced latte.
So I had the beef sandwich here. Can't say I really love that.
After lunch, it was time to head back and explore more of what Hong Kong had to offer. The ride back on the cable car was almost empty, with just one other lady sharing the cabin. It made for a more peaceful and scenic journey, gliding over the lush green hills and catching glimpses of the sea below. Once off the ride, I wandered through some of the nearby fashion outlets. If you're into shopping, this area has plenty of stores to check out.
So I'm on the way back to the hotel, caught the free shuttle back. It's 10 to 1, so spend a few hours checking out the big Buddha, and then there's the shopping mall there. You can have a look around, and there's also some restaurants and cafes to eat there as well. That was really easy to do on that bus, very convenient.
Back at the hotel, I decided to take a stroll along the nearby promenade.
You got a sunny day here in Hong Kong, but there's the hotel behind me where I'm staying, and across the channel over here is where the airport is. It's a plane taking off now. If you like plane spotting, this boulevard's a nice spot to do it, I guess. It's the airport train. The boulevard's a nice, pleasant walk. It's a nice sunny day, so get some fresh air and from the ocean there, and just relax a bit before you catch your next flight.
The afternoon weather was absolutely perfect. Blue skies, gentle sea breezes. If only it was just a couple of degrees warmer.
Been walking along this boulevard, and there you go, there's the cable cars that I just took. So you can actually walk to this place if you want. It's probably about 20 minutes walk from the hotel. Give you a bit of exercise before your next flight.
So I followed the promenade, and if you go far enough, you'll come across a hidden gem, an old historic battery. It's easy to miss, but it has a fascinating backstory. According to Wikipedia, this battery was lost in time and only rediscovered back in the 1980s.
And over here is what's left of Tung Chung, I hope I pronounced that right, Battery. You can see the walls just there. And this would have been a perfect spot, top of the hill, to look over the harbour here. You can see why they built it here as well, because you can see in that direction, and also down the coast down that way. So if you're a bit of a history buff, this may interest you. A bit of construction going around here. It was a little bit difficult to find, but Google Maps, I finally found it.
After soaking in the views, it was time to head back, and I'll show you around the hotel itself. 4 Points by Sheraton is a 4-star hotel with around 1,000 rooms. First stop, the Harbour Lounge. It's a great spot for a quick bite, offering freshly baked pastries paired with a coffee or herbal tea. In the evening, you can unwind with some of Hong Kong's best brews, perfect for a laid-back drink. I found it to be a chilled and relaxing place to enjoy a cup of tea and just enjoying the moment. Just beyond the lounge is their buffet restaurant, which serves up some fantastic breakfasts every morning from 6:30. You'll find a huge spread of options, fresh fruits and yogurts, salads, cereals. There was a couple of cooks busy cooking different styles of eggs. There were plenty of hot dishes, including breakfast staples like crispy bacon, baked beans, along with the pastries, a Chinese corner, noodles, desserts, and of course fresh juices, coffee and tea. Overall, a really great breakfast.
So for dinner, I've decided to eat across the road there. There's a restaurant that looked pretty nice. Well, the menu looked pretty nice, so I'm going to check that place out. They were having a buffet dinner tonight at the hotel as well, but I decided to try something different. I'm going to try something across the road here. It looked pretty nice, the menu, so I want to give it a go. This place I wanted to have a look at. Let me take you inside and we'll have dinner together.
Flipping through the menu, I noticed they had a nice mix of Western and Asian dishes. Plenty of tasty options to choose from. The restaurant itself had a bit of a diner feel with a cozy setup and casual vibe.
So I think this place is called Ita Mama is the name of this cafe or restaurant. I like the style and the decor here. It looks quite trendy. We'll try the food though, that's more important.
This is what I ordered.
This is a set meal. Comes with a soup of the day, which looks like it's minestrone soup. You get a drink, but I upgraded to a Coke. I don't know what the drink is when you don't upgrade. Tastes good. So I ordered the black pepper udon chicken. Smells and looks delicious. Look at that, polished it all off. That was delicious, including the soup. So if you're staying at the hotel, do come over here and try the food out here. I was looking at this pastry shop here. It looked like it had some really nice pastries in here. I'm gonna check them out.
I couldn't resist getting something from here.
So 3 for $15 or 15 Hong Kong dollars. Oh, these are delicious. Flaky, buttery. That custard just tastes amazing. Those 3 were so good I bought another one, but I'll eat that one later.
After dinner, I headed back to the hotel. Now, while 4 Points doesn't have its own gym, they do offer bike rentals, which is a fun alternative if you want to explore the area on 2 wheels. Let's take a look at the rooms.
Welcome to my room. This is the king room with ocean view, which I'll show you the view in a sec. It is late here. I arrived here. It's like midnight now. I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to rush through this to show you quickly the room. Anyway, out the front here, we've got the wardrobe type area with the hangers and the ironing board and hairdryer. And you've got the safe down here. Then if we enter the room, obviously you've got the king bed here. Size of the room is okay, but it looks nice and cozy. Definitely comfortable furniture here. You've got the table and chair there to look out the window. There's a huge window to look over the bay front or the water there. I can't really see, it's dark, but I'm pretty sure that's the airport, which I'll confirm tomorrow morning when I wake up. Behind me here, we've got the good sized TV, LCD TV. Then we've got the 10 coffee making facilities. Now they don't have water in the room, but they do give you one of these tumblers which you can get water by the elevator, so I'll get some of that. And then they've got a mini bar down below here. I will show you the view tomorrow, what it looks like when the sun's out. So inside here is the bathroom. It's a decent enough size. It does look pretty stylish with the mirror and the light there, and then the showers in here.
I had no issues with it. Let's check out the water dispenser.
And there we go, these are the water dispensers here to save on plastics. This is day 2. I have to mention that the bed is nice and comfy. I had a really good sleep last night, so that's really good. But I also wanted to show you the window view during the daytime.
And that was view at sunset.
Now I have to say, if you like to be a plane spotter, not a train spotter, but a plane spotter, this is a fantastic hotel. As long as you get the ocean view window. There's a plane taking off now. You'll be able to watch all the planes taking off. It's such a big airport here that they go off every few minutes.
If you're thinking of booking a stay, you can head over to the 4 Points website for more details on the different room types and prices, which are all listed in Hong Kong dollars. Or if you prefer, you can book through your favourite third-party sites like Agoda, where you can also find some competitive rates. 4 Points actually shares the same building as the Sheraton, which is their 5-star luxury brand hotel. And with the Sheraton hotel, they actually have a swimming pool and also a fitness centre. The Sheraton also offers a wider variety of rooms, including more luxurious suites and executive lounge rooms, naturally at a higher price though. So if you're looking for a more premium experience, it may be worth considering. When it was time to leave, I took advantage of their free bus shuttle service back to the airport. It was super convenient and hassle-free, a streamless way to end the trip.
If you need a hotel by the airport here in Hong Kong, this is definitely worth staying at. I enjoyed my stay here. It's a nice room, nice location by the airport. You don't have to travel far. The staff here are good, the food's here is good, and most importantly, the bed is nice and comfortable to sleep in. Now, if you don't need to be by the airport and you want to be downtown by the harbour where the shopping is, let's take a look at this hotel. So today we're looking at this hotel, the Marco Polo here in Hong Kong.
On the map you can find the hotel nestled right on Victoria Harbour, smack bang in the vibrant heart of Hong Kong.
For location wise, this is located right down on the harbour, and I'll show you what you can see around in the area.
If you're all about where the action is, this is the place to be. Step outside and you'll immediately notice the selection of upscale retail shops, perfect for the little splurge.
So this hotel is attached to a shopping centre, so you don't even have to leave the building to go shopping. It's right on the harbour here. You've got staff areas here that you can catch a boat across over to Hong Kong Island. Look at the colours of the lights out, looks amazing. And the hotel is actually attached to this building here, shopping centre, so if you don't want to even leave the hotel and go shopping, you can stay in the same building practically. Location for this hotel for sure. Came here for Christmas a couple of years ago, and this area is filled with Christmas decoration. I'll try and look through my hard drive and find the videos I took then.
During Christmas, this area transforms into a dazzling, festive wonderland, adding an extra layer of magic to your stay.
Now, I caught our ferry over there a couple of years ago and went up to Victoria Peak and looked over this area. It looks amazing. And here's the terminals, the staff ferries. Very easy to use for first timers, so you won't be intimidated or get lost. It's very easy.
For a true taste of Hong Kong, hop onto the Star Ferry for a quick 10-minute ride across the Hong Kong Island. And don't miss the iconic Peak Tram, a must-do ride that takes you up to Victoria Peak. As it climbs its famous steep tracks, you'll be treated to a breathtaking transformation from the city's bustling streets to sweeping views of the glittering skyscrapers of Hong Kong. It's the ultimate ride to the top.
And if you do need more information on what to do and see in Hong Kong, right down here next to the ferries is the Hong Kong Tourist Board. This is Gladys from the Hong Kong Tourist Board, very friendly and helpful, so if you need help on anything to do in Hong Kong, come pay a visit here. She'll be so helpful and show you everything you need to know.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Gladys. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
Oh, yes, maybe. And
Welcome to Hong Kong.
cheers.
Thanks to Gladys from the Hong Kong Tourist Office, she suggested to take a fun trip to one of the lesser known outer islands. Forget the tourist traps. This is a hidden island that most travellers never visit. You won't believe what I found.
And there's Hong Kong Harbour behind me. Don't just love the colours, the reflections in the water. It's a bit rainy today, so not the best day to see it.
But still beautiful nonetheless.
Hello, I'm from China. I love Hong Kong.
Behind me here, every night at 8 o'clock, they have one of the best things you can do for free in Hong Kong.
This is an incredible Symphony of Lights show. A multimedia extravagant that transforms the Victorian Harbour skyline into a vibrant display of colour, lasers and music.
And on Saturday night, I'm going to be out on one of those junk boats to experience it.
I pre-booked my ticket with Gladys. This is where you board the boat, right in front of the Starbucks, near the iconic Bruce Lee statue. They do have a number of boats that do this, including a larger boat, but I opted for one of the more charming junk boats for a more intimate and less crowded ride. I even got there early enough to grab a pizza beforehand, right outside the dock.
So I have boarded the boat, the junk here. We're going to head out and watch the lights of Hong Kong. Want to say hello? Shout out from
Philippines. Hi.
They're from Subic, right?
Yeah.
Enjoying Hong Kong too?
You too. Yeah. We're enjoying Hong Kong. It's our last night here, actually.
Is it?
I just think doing it this way, there's no better way to experience the magic of Hong Kong's light show.
So we get some drinks here, have a booze. So if you don't want beer, you can also have apple juice or orange juice here. I really hope I don't get seasick here. I have taken a seasick tablet a couple of hours ago. The boat leaves at 7:30 from there. The light show is at 8 o'clock, so we should get a good viewing from here. I was saying when the light show starts, they turn off all these red lights so you can see. The light show is about to start.
It's a fun, immersive celebration that will leave you spellbound.
So that 45 minutes goes really quick. We're already heading back. I really enjoyed that. It's another way to see the light show, and it's a bit closer up as well. And I didn't get seasick. Definitely a great way to see the harbour and the lights here, so well worth a trip even though it goes pretty quick. Finally, the sun is shining, so I've decided to come to the nearby Kowloon Park here. It's a great place to visit when you're in Hong Kong, and you can escape from the urban concrete jungle out there. Have some greenery and some trees and animals. Let's have a look. As I film this is early March, so hopefully you can get some nice flowers out and fauna with the warming weather. This is a really popular place, not only for the locals, but the tourists coming here as well. Away from all the hustle and bustle of the city over there, get in touch with nature. You see behind me, with all the buildings surrounding you, still in the middle of Hong Kong here. Behind me over there, you've got some pink flamingos.
I had to use the zoom in my phone for this shot, but the colours were a little bit washed out.
Inside here they also have an aviary. You can see all birds from all around the world.
This was nice enough to wander through and see the different bird species. From there I took a leisurely stroll around the park, passing through some beautiful flower gardens. I especially liked the Chinese garden area. It had a peaceful and scenic vibe.
This is the Chinese garden, but they have a trail, there's children's play area, there's animals you can see here. So lots of things to see when you walk around, or you can just sit down on the bench and enjoy nature as best you can in a city like this. While you're walking around, you may see the odd panda or so. Hello. This is the sculpture area. Modern art, I guess. Actually, they call it the sculpture garden. Sounds better than sculpture area. So if you want to escape for a bit and take a time out, it's well worth coming here, enjoying a bit of nature in the city here.
Now let's head back to the hotel and check out their restaurants. First up is the Marco Cafe.
Good morning.
At the front they've got a fresh shot of juice. This is the buffet breakfast starting from 7 AM. They do serve up a really good breakfast here, as you'll see, with a ton of variety. They've got everything from Chinese and Western dishes to a healthy corner with fresh berries and yogurt. You'll find pastries and breads, a cold cut station, fresh ingredients for your salad, bacon and eggs, and the usual breakfast favourites. Plus there's also a good selection of fruits, veggies, cereals, and of course coffee, tea and juices. Overall, it was a hearty and satisfying breakfast.
So this is the lobby lounge here, which you can obviously get some drinks and some food. They've got some nice Western food here as well as a mix of local cuisine. And for lunch here, they have a set menu, which looks really good. I'm gonna try and see if I can try that out in the coming days. So I'm trying to go a little bit healthier today. I've ordered the Caesar salad with extra avocado. Looks pretty good. So today at the lobby lounge, I'm going to try their set lunch. I have it's a 3-course meal. You choose one of each, and they change it up every day, so it's not always the same.
Salad?
Ah, awesome. Thank you.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. The food here doesn't disappoint. It's really, really good. And the perfect way to finish off with this strawberry roll dessert. Looks delicious. With a cup of green tea.
Now let's look at the rooms. I stayed in 2 different room types. First up was the deluxe room.
Morning, welcome to my room. This is their deluxe room, which they have kindly upgraded from the superior room for me, so that's a nice little thing. First impression, it's definitely getting on in age, and as you can see, it's actually a very spacious room for Hong Kong. It's pretty decent size, I tell you. So out the front, they've got the wardrobe here with the hangers. There's robes over here, and you've got ironing board and iron, and there's also some slippers. The view here isn't very spectacular, but I will show you the harbour view rooms that they have here. A much more spectacular looking view that you get from the window. Fairly ordinary, it's just in the courtyard of the hotel here, and it's not helping with the weather. It's only 14 degrees and rainy, so it's very cold. It's better to stay inside the room. But anyway, hopefully tomorrow when I transfer to the ocean view or the harbour view, it'll get a nicer view that you can see. The weather's supposed to be improving as well. Over here we've got the standard tea and coffee facilities, and we've got a safe in the drawer here. Over here is the minibar. This is the bathroom here. It has a bathtub as well as a shower, and it's a good size, and like with the rest of the room, it is dated.
While it's not brand new, everything was in good working order and also had all the amenities you expect from a hotel of this caliber.
So after staying here one night, just the initial impressions from the 24 hours, the beds are very comfortable. I had a really good sleep. The room is, yeah, a little bit old looking, probably for the price you pay. It's a bit overvalued, but what you're paying for here is location, being close to Nathan Road for the shopping. You're on the harbour here. I'm looking forward to checking into the harbour view room tomorrow. We'll see what that looks like. Hopefully the weather is improving. At the moment it's been rainy and cold. It's only like 14 degrees maximum temperature today. The weekend looks a little bit better on the forecast. Going to be some more sunshine, so hopefully get some nice views out the window when that happens. So what I think is worth doing when you're here is getting one of these octopus cards. I hope you can see that. It cost me 200 Hong Kong dollars, a $50 fee, and then it's 150 Hong Kong dollars worth of credit on it. You can use this on the trains, buses, ferries here, and some stores that have this logo, including Starbucks. Actually really easy to pick up. You can get it from the MTR, which is their underground train network. Easy peasy. And apparently I haven't tried this yet, but when you leave, you can take it back to the station and get the credit back that you didn't use on it. But you can top it up. It's like a debit card and just tap it on. Very convenient, and it's very easy to get.
For lunch, I popped over to the neighbouring shopping centre and tried out an American themed restaurant. The food was decent, nothing spectacular, but it did the job.
This is the deluxe harbour view, which obviously you pay more for the view, which I'll show you in a moment. The setup of the room is a little bit different to the one I've just shown, but the decor is exactly the same. And at the front of the room,
You have this area,
which has the place to put your luggage, and over here you have an espresso machine, tea and coffee facilities in the water. Down here is the safe, and then you've got the mini bar over here. So at the front here, you've got the work desk, and if I turn around, you've got the king size bed over here. You've got a couple of chairs over here. But the view, let's take a look at the view, because that's what you're paying for, right?
There's a small seating area by the window, but the real highlight is the stunning views of the harbour and the city skyline.
And here we have the magnificent view of Victoria Harbour that you can see almost like 180 degrees. If it wasn't for the car park just below, this view would be perfect.
I spent the evening watching the views transform from sunset into night. The following morning, I was lucky enough to see some cruise ships that pulled up right out front. The room itself was quite spacious. While a bit dated, it was still comfortable and made for a pleasant stay.
Behind me here is the bathroom area. If I take you through, so over here just in front of the actual bathroom area, we've got the sink here with all the toiletries to wash up with. And if we turn around here, we've got the wardrobe with the robes and ironing board and places to hang your clothes. Take you through here, this is where the toilet is, and over here is where the bathtub is and the shower. Again, it looks a bit old with the rest of the room, but it's functional, so everything's in working order. The biggest irks on this hotel is the age. It is aging, and the price for what you get. I think it's probably not the best value in town, but Hong Kong is expensive overall. But what you're paying for here is location, and particularly if you've got these type of rooms, it's the view you get.
Before I compare both hotels, let's take a quick look at the room rates. On the Marco Polo's website, you can see all the other facilities like the pool and gym. You can explore different room types, features, and check prices for your travel dates. Starting with the superior rooms, they offer advanced purchase rates if you book early. You can also check prices on your favorite third-party sites like Agoda, which sometimes offers great deals.
I wouldn't say it's the most amazing hotel in Hong Kong, but it definitely provides a comfy stay and in a great location. For me, I'd probably rate it as above average. And the 4 points by Sheraton, because it is an airport hotel, that's what I'm grading it as in that niche. So I'd rate that as good. But if you want to see some even better hotels by the harbour, I highly recommend you watching this video on screen now. I'll catch you in that video.